I think I started on the first try. Hopefully. Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I made cards today. I've been on this roll of making something every day. And I've been sitting too much. And my hips are starting to hurt. Anyway, I was talked about using paper from this pad. And I used a little bit off of this one. This is the one that had the piano keys down the side. And then when I made this one, I said I cut off this part right here and made this card. And that here was like, I don't know if it was, I think it was a violin. Could have been a cello. Anyway, so that's all I got done was those little pieces. But I did get something else done with that piano. Okay. But that was the one I made yesterday. Showed you that one. Okay. And I went ahead and cut that piece off with that, like I said, it was that musical instrument, but I don't know what it was. I used, these are ivory card bases, pre-made card bases. I backed it with black, and then around the edge, I took a ruler and went around it with gold Sharpie to make it stand out a little bit. But then that's all I did to it. Just trimmed it down to fit that one right there. So did that one. And then I said I wanted to use these stickers. Well, I'd used the piano yesterday, and the only thing I did today was I used the harp. Believe it or not, I used the harp. And I still have these to go, so that's 6 more to go. Using it. But between the die cutting and the embossing, it took me a long time to make the next 3 cards. And this is the harp. And this is inspired by Pinterest. They had the embossed background just like on the corners, and then they had, I don't know, some sort of filigree, but I went ahead and cut out the gold leafing. I love that stuff. I love that die. It's only this long. And I cut it, to make it work. And craft cardstock, cream color, craft card base, cream cardstock. On the craft card base, I just backed it with black and then embossed the cream cardstock with an embossing folder that I had. I cut out that filigree, I don't even know what it is, vine, it's a vine. And then I used the harp in the middle, and then the Dreamer of Dreams sticker from the Tim Holtz. I thought that turned out really pretty though. I just love these stickers. I just love them. Okay, so did that one, right? Okay. Then I went on to that piece of piano strip down the side. First thing I did was, well, it was a strip of the piano, and then it had this like across the top like this. The whole thing. And I cut that down to where it was just the strip, the piano keys. And this was Pinterest inspired. You can tell this was inspired by me because it's not fancy, but this was Pinterest inspired. And then this was Pinterest inspired also. This one. I cut the piano keys down, off, and I trimmed them down. First thing I did was, this is on a ivory cardstock card base. Then I had ivory cardstock that I embossed with. I have a music. It's a Tim Holtz. It's the music. And then I put this down, and then I hand trace. I freehanded this one. This is my first one because I used the black flowers. I know it's my first one. I freehanded this to make it look like a piano. Kinda. I think it kind of looks like a grand piano. And then Pinterest inspired. It had these like big. It had big red flower on it and all this greenery and stuff. I went a little more subdued. And then it's got the Tim Holtz Small Talk. It's always the small pieces that make the big picture. And I thought piano, when you play a piano piece, you know, the song. And I didn't do anything to the inside of it. They all do have my stamp on the back. But I made that one, and I said, I think I'm going to make another one since they're... Oh, I went back and put this here because the Pinterest one had a little piece of small black polka dot ribbon right there. And I thought I had polka dot, and I don't. But I did have a lot of this, so I put the stitching in between the keys and the piano base. And I said, let me make another one, because it was, you know, it was a 12-inch piece of piano keys, which this was all that was left when I was done with it. I did one with the red and the pink flowers. And same thing. And what I did was, what I cut off here, I used for a template here. And it said, always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder. And I made it basically the same way. I just changed up the flowers. Oh, and these I cut out my vines out of gold. The back, this one was actually some stickers from Dollar Tree is the background for that. So, using stuff. But I like those. Those two, they, I think they turned out pretty good. And this one I think is my favorite though. These took the longest. And usually, you know, if you're making something, the first one takes the longest amount of time. Well, this one took almost the same amount of time, I tell you. But anyway, making cards. There you go. That's my project for the day. I don't know if I'll post tomorrow or not. I'm kind of on a roll, but I'm also tired. I've sat too much and my hips kind of hurt, so I'm probably not going to post again tomorrow. So anyway, and I have to work a little bit, and I need to get a little bit done around the house. So anyway, that's what I got done today. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.